Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my third video in my series of my holiday to Poland and Berlin. If you've watched my other videos, I hope that you have enjoyed them. Now this first video is to do with our first full day in Krakow, and we did a walking tour. I would fully recommend that if you travel, and you go to visit a place and they have walking tours, do the walking tours. They are awesome. The people that take these tours are so full of really good facts and information and interesting just tidbits, and it really gives you like a deeper appreciation of the area that you're in. Now I just have to make a little disclaimer here. The person that you see in this video giving us the information, the tour guide, she actually works for a tour company. She did give me a card. Unfortunately I cannot find it. So the information that you hear in this video is only for use on my YouTube video. It is not used for it is not to be used for any other commercial purposes. She explained to us that they've been caught out like that. I did have a conversation around her about this, so I just wanted to make this little disclaimer so you guys are aware of this fact. I had a wonderful time. I enjoyed the tour. It was super interesting. If you're new to my channel, welcome, hello. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Please also hit the notification bell so you can get emails on when I upload my videos. I do my videos monthly. Monthly is what is doable for me and my lifestyle, so all my videos are monthly. And don't forget, I have a Facebook page, so please sit back and enjoy this video, the third one in this series. Don't forget to like it and also leave comments. If you've been to Poland or you've done any traveling, please leave comments. I love reading comments. So until I talk to you again, I'm Michelle and bye. Hey everyone, so I'm out and about, and this is a church. Go back in now. Today's a really special day here and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow they're celebrating 100 years of Polish independence. So tomorrow's the actual big celebration. So Andrew and I have come at a really special time. There's lots of people around. We've got we bought a flag. And the money we paid for it, we made a donation. So this is the square. That's a beautiful statue in the middle there. And Andrew and I are about to do a free walking tour.
Pagan prince, and his name was Krak, and from him they started to call it Kraków in Polish. Ów ending means belonging to somebody, so probably this is how the name was started, but they are of course not sure about it for 100%. We know in the 9th century AD people were already trading here, and in 966 Poland was baptized, and we treat it as the official start of the Polish state. So Krakow soon became the capital of the country. That's why we have a big castle and rich people live here. But the capital was moved to Warsaw at the beginning of the 17th century. In 1609 exactly, the King Sigismund III Vasa preferred Warsaw because he ruled Poland and Sweden at the same moment. So for him Krakow was too much in the south. Krakowians never forgave him. We still have historical competition between two cities, so if you have a plan to see Warsaw, definitely don't ask Krakowians about it. We'll tell you that it's an ugly city and not interesting, which is not totally true, but I think Krakow is still better. Now, at the end of the 18th century, the bad part of our history started because we totally lost independence. Prussia, Russia, Austria divided Poland into 3 parts, and for 123 years time we didn't exist at all. Krakow became a part of Austria, and we got back independence in 1918. So that's why today we have this Independence Day, celebrating 100th anniversary of getting it back. But only for 21 years, because then Hitler started the Second War time on the 1st of September 1939, exactly with Poland. Now, Krakow was covered 6 days later without any fights. because the men went to the army, and the army was fighting at strategic points 50-60 kilometers away from Krakow. Krakow was a cultural center, not industrial place, nothing important for the wartime, and there were only women and children, so the Nazis marched through the city and took it over simply. Then they established here the capital of something which they called the general government, artificial country created out of half of Poland joined to Germany for the Nazi settlers coming here during the wartime. The square was turned into Adolf Hitler Platz, and if you see the king on a horse or the poet like this one standing up there, these statues were destroyed by the Nazis, so they were recreated only after the Second Wartime. But the architecture was not touched, everything survived. So this is a big exception. It's the only city in Poland which was never bombed during the wartime. And that's why I will be able to show you quite a lot of interesting and old things. In January 1945, the Soviets came, the Red Army, and they said that they brought freedom. They did, but they forgot to leave for 44 years. That's a problem. Now, they didn't have to fight to cover the city because before they entered, the Nazis escaped, actually. But they made a special urban legend that there was a maneuver going around Krakow, that they loved Krakow so much that they didn't want to bomb it, and that's why just they were doing it carefully. People didn't believe them. And you know, Krakow people were very stubborn, went on strikes, protested, so the city never had any money to renovate anything until 1978, when Krakow was put on a UNESCO heritage list. That really helped just to save the architecture in the city center. In 1980s, the Soviets started to go bankrupt, mainly because they got involved in Afghanistan war, so they had to move most of the army from Eastern Europe to Asia, and that's why when people formed the opposition movements, like in Poland, Solidarity movement, no, the local communists didn't get support of the Soviets, and we officially got back our independence on the 4th of June 1989. So we can assume it's like 29 years of freedom and democracy, but it shows a good moment to come because now the city is after a big renovation, so I'm able to show you totally everything. This theater was sponsored by the money just raised by the people from Krakow themselves. In 1865, for the first time, Austrians allowed people to speak Polish again. Before German was official language, Polish returned to the universities and cultural institutions, so they decided they needed a big theater to show performances about glorious moments of the Polish history, and in 1893 this theater was ready.
So this is called the Balkan. I've got to keep up with the walking tour, but I just wanted to tell you what this is.
That the trumpeter spotted them and he started to play towards the main gate, but unfortunately one of Tartars was already hidden there. He shot the arrow at the trumpeter, it went exactly through his throat. The melody was cut in the middle, and after the invasion other trumpeters always stopped at the same moment to commemorate. Beautiful story, yeah? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Do you believe it? Take a look at the distance from the gate to the top of the tower. It's 81 meters tall. No way, they wouldn't bridge here. So, also the towers, together with the church, were built 120 years after the last invasion of Tartars, so it can be true. The story was invented in 1920s by a local guide, Aniela Pruszyńska. And now the first time she told the story when she guided a group of American tourists, and one of them was a writer. His name was Eric Kelly. He loved the story very much. He returned to the States, and the first book that he wrote was The Trumpeter of Krakow. In 1929, it won the title of the best book of the year in the States. Actually, the melody that he plays was a wake-up melody. This is how he woke up the city in the morning. So it's very slow and very relaxed, and historians believe it's complete. Maybe there was a fashion to prolong the last note in the 40s.
Hey guys, just hanging around. Ah, look. puppy dog. How cool. Look at all these, cool. So cool. Look at the horses. Aren't they gorgeous? We're going to take a ride and look. Aren't they gorgeous? They're beautiful. It's very busy here. Very busy because of the independence. Horses are amazing. Okay, so we're heading towards the church, I think. Whoops. Whoops, hang on, sorry.
Okay.
Trying to avoid people and photographs. People and pigeons.